BWOne here from BWOne, and in New York City today I got the opportunity to check out the brand new Moto Z2 Force coming from Motorola. It's one of the latest flagship phones that they're putting out this year. It's very sleek, it's very thin, it's got some great power, and it is shatterproof. But before we get into talking about the event here, we did get the chance to get one in a retail box, so we're going to do an unboxing here. Now the version that we have here is going to be for T-Mobile, so this is what you'll see in the packaging. Carrier packaging might vary accordingly here, but we'll go ahead and pop this bad boy out here to get a nice little Hello Moto greeting, as you can see there. Then you see the Moto Z2 Force right there on the top, and you can see that we have that there. We'll go ahead and kind of put that to the side, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But let's see what else we get inside of here. In terms of packaging, you see here in the top we get pretty much your SIM card, stickers, warranty information, welcome packaging, all that sort of common stuff is right there. Then you have here, which doesn't come with all of them, is a USB-C to standard 3.5mm headphone jack adapter, because this does not come with a headphone jack. Then you have your standard USB-C cable for charging and syncing as well too. And then you have your fast charging wall adapter, which took me a little bit of a struggle, but I finally popped it out there, as you can see. So that's also available in here, and we'll go ahead and bring back the Moto Z Force to peel off that plastic. As you can see there, it's a very thin phone when you first pick it up. It's very thin. It's a metal and glass build with it, and one of the first things you notice about is how real thin the device is. It feels very good in the hand. We're gonna go ahead and power this up. While that's powering it up, let's really talk about some of the specs and everything that's sort of coming in here with this. Now, we are getting a Snapdragon 835 processor along with 4 gigabytes of RAM if you're here in the US, with 64 gigabytes of storage and micro SD card support. Overseas, however, they're going to be getting a 6 gigabyte version with 120 gigabytes of RAM and that micro SD card support. So we're getting a little shortchanged here in the US, but as you can see here, it's very fast, very snappy. It's running the latest versions of Android here, which is Android N. So we're going to get the latest and greatest coming from that. It's a smooth phone for the most part. It's got Moto sort of skin on it, which is pretty light and close to stock as possible is what they generally put on here. One thing to note about the battery though, it has shrunk down considerably to 2,730 milliamp hours. They decided to make a much thinner device and go with more beefier power. Not sure why Motorola decided to do that. Everybody kind of wants more power, and I think they'll sacrifice that over just a little bit more thinness when it comes to their smartphone. Now, in terms of what's really cool has changed on here is the dual 12 megapixel cameras that are on the rear here with two-tone flash. That's going to produce some pretty good photos. I'm really interested in seeing how well this is going to work out, because Motorola's never been known to be the best with cameras, but so far from what I've seen, it looks like it's going to be a pretty good camera and a pretty good shooter. You can see here we're kind of just shooting in auto mode, and we'll flip around here to the 5 megapixel front-facing camera. Take a couple of shots here with that, and you do have a pro mode as well too, so you can kind of navigate through there and kind of customize each one of the settings to kind of get the photo as best as you want to get that particular image with. So it allows you for a little bit better customization, which is pretty cool coming from the camera. Can't wait to really test that out just a little bit more. Now, the fingerprint sensor has improved, but it's still in the front and it doesn't work as a home button, so it's still in that awkward position sort of being there. I wish they would put it in the rear, especially with the way the Moto logo looks now. In the rear would be a little bit better, be a perfect place for it. So hopefully maybe next year they'll be able to pull that off. But right below there, you see the little metal pins at the bottom. Those are for your Moto mods. They're obviously back here. If it's a Motorola phone, you're gonna get Moto mods, and you have a ton to choose from turbo power boost to add more power to it. You have your JBL speaker as well too. What's really cool is they have a gaming based one as well too. Is this whole gaming pad you can set your Moto Z2 Force right into and really get in an immersive gaming experience with it. Really felt good for the most part when I started using it. But what I'm really going to be focusing on here is the 360 camera mod that has been added to it, which allows you to get 4K video and in stills as well too, and you're going to be able to process everything right on the device itself, and you're going to be able to live stream as well too, which is pretty cool. Very interesting inside of working with that and seeing how well that works out. So this is the Moto Z2 Force. This is my first look and unboxing here with it. So far I'm impressed. I like the build quality with it. Very interested in how the dual 12 megapixel cameras work, and interested in how well the Moto mod with the 360 camera works as well too. So questions, comments, concerns, definitely post them below. Share your thoughts and let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and always remember to live your tech world in high definition.